Greetings, it's Ian from RTO here. Welcome to Retro Ranking. Oh, I'm really bunged up again. It's terrible. Never mind. So today we're going to have a bad song retro ranking, where a band comes into the dock and I find songs that really didn't float my boat from this band. And all our favourite bands, doesn't matter who it is, they come up with some howlers. And E.L.P, stroke Emerson, Lake Palmer and Powell delivered the goods. And I have found 15 songs by this band that I just didn't like. And I know a lot of people like some of these songs, but I just didn't. Okay, so here we go. 15 bad songs by E.L.P. So coming in at number 15, we go to 1994 and the Hodgepodge album In the Hot Seat. And the song, and it's from 1994, this is, and it's the Song Daddy. Oof. When I listen to E.L.P, I don't want love ballads, thank you. It's just awful. What were they thinking? You're a prog band. You sing really meaningful ballads. Absolute load of garbage. Yeah, won't be the first time that album gets a mention today, I can assure you. Okay, coming in at number 14, we go to 1978. And probably one of the worst album covers of all time, Love Beach. And there's a song on there called The Gambler. There are one or two good songs on here, but not The Gambler. What's going on here? It's this upbeat, disco-y sort of sound, and God, no, I don't want to hear that. Thank you. Okay, number 13. We're going back to the hot seat from 1994, and One by One. I mean, in all honesty, they shouldn't have even bothered with this album because it's an absolute nightmare. This is just absolute cheese. Pass the bucket round, please. Horrible keyboards sound from Keith. What do you think of some of the great stuff Keith's played? And then he turns up with this junk. Now, okay, coming in at number 12, we go to 1977 and the Works album 2 and Bullfrog. Now, I thought the Works albums were a little bit self-indulgent. I wouldn't say they're my favourite albums. They've got some stunning tracks on, but they could have just put the good tracks on one album and be done with it. And the Bullfrog, it's just indulgent rubbish. It's just a load of noises. Cole Palmer bashing drums randomly. I've never played this all the way through because I just can't stand it. It always gets skipped because it is just rubbish. Okay, we're going to stay with 1977. And we're going to go to The Works. Now, this album has got Pirates, Fanfare for the Common Man, absolute classics, and then they put on Food for Your Soul. It's another indulging drum solo. You know, that's okay for the stage, but don't put it on a studio album. I don't want to listen to Cole Palmer just playing drums. No, it's just boring. Okay, coming in at number 10, we're now going to go to the Emerson, Lake and Powell. Now, this track was from that album, but it was just a bonus track on the CD. and it's called Vacant Possession. I'm glad this never appeared on the album because it's absolute tripe. They make a really good album and they put this wimpy, wet lettuce of a song that's got no soul, no lack of everything. It's just meh. But that's not the worst track on there. We're going to stay on that album because they did their version of it, Little Eva's Locomotion. Oh, good. So probably one of the worst versions of this song I've heard. I mean, even Kylie Minogue's is better than this. What are they thinking? That horrible, quirky, cheesy keyboard sound was terrible from Keith. No, it wasn't for me. Okay, number 8. We go back to The Works 2 from 1977, and So Far to Fall. Another self-indulgent. Just loads of noise, too much going on, very busy. I don't even could describe that as a song. It's just a load of rubbish. Okay, number 7, 1978. We're back on Love Beach. And Taste My Love. For a start, the title is appalling. The lyrics are terrible. It's a bit soft porn. How do they get away with it? It's innuendos and oh no, a terrible song. You think the wheels had come off when they're putting rubbish like that on albums. Okay, in at number 6, back to In the Hot Seat. For Street War, there's nothing good I can say about this. It's a bad song, bad arrangement. There's just nothing good you can say about that one. It's just, let's just face it, it's garbage. Okay, back to the Love Beach. I'm telling you, I don't like these albums. And the title Love Beach. Another of those shocking chucks. It's not even prog, it's wishy-washy pop. Yeah. I just don't get it. They totally changed their sound. They tried to look like some sex gods as well with the cover. Just a bad all round. Okay, coming in at number 4, we are going back to 1994 and In the Hot Seat and Heart on Ice. This is just awful. It belongs on a Chicago album or a Foreigner album. It's a nice enough song, but I don't want to hear Greg Lake singing it. I think it's just 90 miles away from being prog. It's terrible, it's sloppy, it's wishy-washy, and I don't want to hear that from one of the great prog bands. Thank you very much. Top 3. Here we go. This one goes way back to the glory days. It's from 1971 from the Tarkus album, and it's the awful Jeremy Bender. What? You've got the brilliant Tarkus, which is an absolute classic, and then you got this misdemeanor. What was it on there for? Who wants to hear a song about this? It's just a load of crock. Absolute rubbish. For number 2, we're staying on Tarkus. And even a worse song than Jeremy Bender was Are You Ready, Eddie? Yeah, terrible. Rock and roll, sort of half-heartedly go at rock and roll, and it just didn't do it for me. I'm not keen on that track at all. It's just awful. But number 1, and I think if you ask anybody that's into E.L.P, what's the worst thing they've ever done, and it comes from 1973's Brain Salad Surgery, and of course it's the one and only, the godforsaken Benny the Bouncer. What on earth is that? It's an absolute corker album. with this pile of dung on it. It ruins the album completely. It's desperate. The drumming is terrible from Cole Palmer. Very bad vocal from Greg. It just doesn't fit. It's just, yeah, just keep doing the long stuff, boys, and keep this short nonsense away from your albums. That's what, I mean, 90% of the time that's what they did. But Benny the Bouncer is truly one of the worst prog songs ever written. So there we go. We have pulled apart some E.L.P. Okay, that's all for today. We'll be back tomorrow with a viewer's request on Marathon Day, and it was from Vinyl Richie when he came up, one of his appearances on the live stream, and he was showing albums by this band, and I said to him, we'll do a album ranking on this band, and that band is the Gap Band. So a little bit different tomorrow. We're going to be a bit disco-y, we're going to be funky. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. So have a good day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.